Okay guys, this video is basically about the Critonica ESR meters that I'm selling. So I have a pretty good case example here. Hemra, just focus on that place. Other focus kar. Now come back. That was the system from which I have taken out this motherboard. Now I've taken out 3 capacitors from here, 3 from here and 1 from here. Overall 7 capacitors are out from here, and these 7 capacitors are with me in this place. This motherboard is not switching on. This basically means that possibly these capacitors have become pregnant and they have short-circuited. The internal ESR value of the product has increased very high, so it is not letting this circuit function properly. So I am going to replace these with a set of some other capacitors which I have in my possession. Here, but before that I'm going to give you a measurement technique how to measure and figure out the ESR of these capacitors using the Critonica ESR meter. Switch it off here. Okay guys, this is the Critonica ESR meter that we are now selling in India. It's basically called the Kapacek Mictron. It basically has a scale. If you see, this is an awesome scale. It basically has 1000 to 9999 microfarads on the topmost range, 100 to 999 microfarad on the second one, 10 to 99 microfarad over here, 1 to 9.9 microfarad here, and 0.1 to 0.9 microfarad here. There is a needle. There is a basic zeroing potentiometer connected inside this place. There is a switch on off button here, a light here, and resistance, and there's a red LED here, there's a green LED here. This is the DC mode, this is the AC mode, and the probes are basically connected here. When it is in the AC mode, the probes actually have no effect, but when they are in the DC mode, I would recommend that you connect the red this side and the black this side. Now I've already opened up this from the back. This is the screw which I have taken out, and here we put the screw and we lift the back side out. Now if you see that this is basically having 2 cell places where we can put 1.5 volt AA batteries. 2 batteries are required in this case. Then here we have the entire circuit. This is the buzzer, this is the PIC micro controller, and the associated circuitry for this. The circuitry is not that bad. It's pretty awesome looking product. It does not feel as if it is hand soldered at all. And we have some protection device here, which is a fusible resistance, which can be changed if this thing goes for a 6er. So now after this clip, I am going to give you a demo as to how this thing is going to function and how we have to make measurements with this product. Stay tuned. Yeah guys, this is the ESR meter made by Bob Parker, sold by Dick Smith in Australia, but I don't sell this particular model nowadays. I sell the Enatech Blue ESR meter as a country distributor for India nowadays. So now this is a digital model, so you just switch it on, and then there's a particular video I have made regarding this. Now, what is the advantage of a digital ESR meter vis-a-vis comparison to an analog ESR meter? The difference is that this thing has a resolution of 0.01 ohms. Well, very good. So it is much more precise. Agreed. why would anybody in the digital modern era use a analog ESR meter? And by the way, guys, this is just a wooden enclosure which I have made from my one of my friends who's given it to me. So I have just put the ESR meter. It gives it a nice stand. Huh? You can mod this in this way and then have a nice, good stand. You know, doesn't look that bad too. Now, the advantage of the analog ESR meter is that it has a scale. It point blankly tells you this capacitor is okay, this capacitor is moderate, this capacitor is having a bad ESR value. As simple as it can get. On the other hand, if we are talking about the digital ESR meters, they do not do that. They just give you a value that okay, this is the ESR value of this particular capacitor which you are testing. So you need to devise your own systems and parameters. Okay, this brand capacitor, this much volt, this many microfarads, the nominal ESR value is this, and if it is drifting from that much to that much, it is considered moderately okay or it is totally bad. Now let's take the focus back to the Critonica ESR meter that I'm selling and give you a hands-on idea about this. Now Hemraj, you just come here and focus it on this place. Yes, stand here. But my hand should also be visible inside. Okay. And what we are first doing, guys, we basically have a 1000 microfarad 10 volt capacitor here. Now, first of all, I will switch this on. The light is on. It's on AC mode, correct? Now I will just short this and I see it is totally calibrated. Here you go. I have zeroed the thing. Probes are short. I have zeroed the thing. Now, Hemraj, is there any glare inside? Chumkor aa rahi hai koi? No. Okay, good. So now we just take one side of the ESR meter here, the other here, and we see that if we see the top scale, which is the 1000 to 9999 microfarad, it still falls into the green area, which technically means this is a capacitor with perfectly fine ESR. On the other hand, because this is a very catch-22 situation. In how come? The second scale is from 100 microfarad to 1000 microfarad, and the top scale is 1000 microfarad to 999 microfarad. So we can use both the scales because it is on 1000, but this situation is not always there. Anyway, even if we see the top scale, it says it is good ESR. Even if we see the second scale, it says it is good ESR. Now, I showed you that motherboard initially. Now I have divided, Hemraj, focus on this. Don't take it too close. I have divided the bad capacitor, the 7 capacitors I took out into 3 different segments. First of all, I am going to show you this particular capacitor, which we will measure. Focus back into the ESR meter, Hemraj. Go back a little if you want. Here you go. Have a look. It is totally in the red scale, even on the top scale and in the second scale. It is giving us an ESR value between 8 and 9. Very, very bad. Now let's focus our to the second line of capacitors which we have here. Now let's take one capacitor out. We do this. Bad. Bingo. And if we see the OK one, totally fine. Guys, this is a kick-ass multimeter. Oh, sorry, ESR meter. Reason is, everything is shown on the scale. It is so goddamn easy to understand. and figure out the ESR, value of a particular capacitor. Yeah, if you are that finicky modern type guy who wants resolution in like 0.01s, then go ahead, buy a digital ESR meter. But as Dave Jones from EV blog always keeps on saying, one multimeter of one particular brand is not good. I agree with him. I'll say have two ESR meters, one analog, one digital, and be a successful guy in repairs. Not only is this ESR meter very awesome, but I find it very, very easy to figure out the scale part in this particular product. It is totally out of the world. By the way, these probes which I am using here are not the native probes which come with the Kappa-Check Mictron. The Kappa-Check Mictron probes are utterly hopeless. The day you receive this meter from me, the first thing you should do is take the probes out and throw it into the garbage pan and then try to get some better, leads for this. I'm also trying to stock some awesome leads. Let's see if we can stock those awesome leads. Might be I can start bundling it and just throw those other leads away. So thank you. So start buying this. We have already sold it worldwide. We have shipped one unit to USA, which the guy has received. We have routine orders from there. Indians possibly don't use it much, but anyway, might be there is hope of light and we can sell more Kappa-Check Mictrons. See you. Okay, here you go. We have replaced these three capacitors here. These three ones. We have replaced these three capacitors and this one. And I've just tried to run this without a processor, and it can easily switch on the SMPS. So bingo man, we have been able to repair this ancient socket 370 motherboard with the help of a Critonica ESR meter and figured out that 7 capacitors, out of 7 capacitors, 6 of them were having high ESR and there was only one which was having low ESR. But whenever we replace capacitors, we should replace the capacitors in the, all the capacitors of that area or the segment, so that at least one type of capacitors go into the thing. Thank you guys from that Indian block. Bye bye.